All right, good morning. Welcome back to Weights Lifted. Saturday morning, back day. Yeah, gonna do some weighted pull-ups. If you've seen the other videos, I do pretty much the same thing. I might go a little heavier today. I don't know. We're gonna see how it feels. But let's get started with some weighted pull-ups. These are probably my favorite back exercise, especially like to do at home. Because I don't know. I don't have like a pull down, cable pull down, nothing fancy, but I got a pull up bar that I just screwed into the joist of the basement. Pull ups are one of those things, you work your way up. Got a 45-pound plate. Talked about it before. I like using straps because my back is stronger than my forearms. So if I was worried about trying to work out my forearms or build up grip strength, I wouldn't use the straps. But I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about working out my back. So I'm using the straps. Remember, everything that I do, it's just what I do. What works for me. All right. $15. It's pretty good. What I do with a lot of my lifts is I don't know, I just do as many reps as I can, relatively. Sometimes I stop a little short, and then if I don't change the weight, I just keep trying to go for as much. So like I did 15, I might get 10 the next set, and then 8. Once I get down to that 6 to 8 range, that's when it's time to drop the weight. And then shoot for another at least 8. And that's how I judge where to keep my weight at. But 15 is pretty good. I usually get like 12. So oh yeah, I always forget to say this. But if you like these videos, please like and subscribe. I'm getting starting to learn how to read the YouTube analytics, and it's telling me like 70% of viewers aren't subscribed, and and I think I'm at like 19 now. So and if you are subscribed and you see one of the videos, please like it. Whatever to help keep it, I don't know, keep it going. Helps keep me motivated. To keep doing them. So it helps a lot. So like and subscribe and comment. Do whatever you can to help. I always keep saying I can't do this without you guys. And hopefully I'll just keep getting better at making these things. All right. Just trying to show another side of the fitness or lifting journey, or whatever you want to call it. Kind of more old school at home approach to lifting. Which is just fine. You can make it happen with not a lot. And you might say like, oh, I have a lot. I didn't always have all this, like the stuff that I got. Build it up. First thing I had was dumbbells. Then I made my own squat rack before I got this one. And I remember I had a squat rack, if you can even call it that. It was 2 4x4s, concreted into buckets with a notch cut out of the top for the bar to sit in. That was it. And then, you know, as 2020, the whole world shut down. And I found this, and it wasn't that much money. So I got it. And then bands was the next thing I got. Bands is probably your like most cost-effective way to get something other than body weight, is bands. And you can do a lot of stuff with them, even stuff that I don't do. Like you can do with these. They come with attachments for doors and door frames and stuff. Yeah, I gotta say, back's probably one of my strong points, and one of my favorite things to work out. Because I was always, even when I was big, like fat, I mean, I was always able to do some pull-ups, you know? And it's weird because my back's also where I have like, it's my only real injury is my 2 herniated discs, but it's also one of my stronger body parts. So I don't know, but I was always able to do at least, even when I was 260, I could always do 5 pull-ups at least, you know? So I understand if you're someone who can barely get 1, it might be hard, but you only really need this. Even if you just jump up and do 1, then come down and wait a minute, and then jump up and help yourself do 1 more. I mean, when I started with the plate, I could only do 1 with the plate. It was the same thing. Barely get it, drop down. Yeah, I can only do like one with the plate and struggling, a lot of like jerking, whatever, like kipping to get myself up there. Then I'd come down and rest and then do another one. If you're trying to build strength, especially in the beginning, I'm not saying do 1 or 2 rep maxes because you're gonna get hurt, but like exercises where you can only, if you're at a weight where you can only get 1 or 2 reps, that's okay. That will build strength, which will build muscle in the beginning. You know, do that 1 rep and take a rest. Do another one, take a rest. Do another one, take a rest. Drop the weight, do a few more. I think I like combining the idea of like powerlifting reps and bodybuilding reps. Like there's a middle ground. You can build strength and work your way into hypertrophy, like higher rep things, in my opinion. That's how I did it. Like I'd start out doing 1 or 2 reps for a couple sets, then drop it down and do more. But that weight that you can only do 1 rep, if you drop it down and rest to another rep, next week maybe you can do 2, then 1, and then 1, then drop the weight. The week after that, maybe you can do 3, then 2, then 1, drop the weight, then 4, then 2, then 1, then 4, then 3, then 1. You get what I'm saying? You build up the reps slowly. That's and this is just me. I'm not a fitness guru or whatever. I'm just telling you what I did because I like lifting heavy, or like heavy-ish, and trying to build strength. I also like looking good and trying to build muscle. So I said, you know, screw it and combine both of them. And like I said, I'm mostly talking to the person who's brand new, trying to figure all this stuff out. You've been lifting for a while, you know what you like to do. I'm giving new people another perspective. All right. I'm going to maybe do one more, or maybe drop, probably going to drop the weight, but then I'm going to get set up for rows. So this video is not forever long. I'm going to see you guys with the rows. All right. We're going to get into some rows. You can't see my face, but we're going to get some bent over barbell rows. And this is the first set. It's not crazy, 135. I might leave it here. I might go heavier. We'll see how it feels. Right? Now, I always, you know, the trick with barbell rows, keep your back straight, bend down at the waist. You can slightly bend your knees too. Bend down, slight bend of the knees, bend down at the waist. Keep your back as straight as you can. Let the bar come below the knees, then pull to the belly button and back down. Simple. What sucks about working out at home is every set of barbell rows starts with a little deadlift. the thing is with me and barbell rows, if you're anybody else in this position, the weight doesn't feel heavy, but the weakest point on my body in this lift is the lower back, like I was talking about a minute ago. So I got to kind of play between the weight that I can pull and the weight that I can support during the movement, you know? So I'm going to go up a little bit. $185. I use the straps. All right, we got 185 on the bar now. So it's only 5. Yeah, don't feel too bad. I'm in my head right now. This is the reality of once you get further along with lifting and also have a job like mine. So like I have multiple, everything hurts. So I'm judging between the weight and like my back. You know what I mean? Like the lower back, like I'm, all right, it feels a little tender, but I can lift the weight. That's what I'm doing. So but it ain't too bad. I'll try one more, then I might drop the weight and just go for lower weight, more reps and slower reps, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna drop the weight, but it is what it is. You know, part of me is like, do I want to talk about, I could just record when I do good and put that up, or record when everything goes smooth, cut out stuff where like I stop short on reps. But that wouldn't be being honest now, would it? And I think way more people can relate to what I'm talking about right now. Like, I know a lot of people, if they have like a slight injury or something tweaks, people who are new to lifting just stop, you know, and or they won't get into exercising because of that, you know. I'm trying to show that, I look pretty decent, I think, but I deal with the same stuff, you know. 2 herniated discs. I get tennis elbow real bad in my right arm. It's hurting now. Like, shoulder gets all screwed up. I work construction. Like, everything hurts. Something hurts all the time. I work around it. Like, I tried lifting a little heavier. Couldn't do it. Dropped the weight down. But the point is, I still do it. I still try to exercise. And I wasn't always like, don't look at the weight I'm doing now and think like, dude, but it's 135 pounds. I can't do that. Well, yeah, neither did I when I started. Like, when my back was hurting, there was, when it was real bad, there was a couple months where I went without doing anything unsupported, row wise or deadlift wise. It was all supported or bands, or by supported I mean like one arm, like holding myself up, rowing with one arm. I played very careful, and then the RDLs I started doing with dumbbells, really light, just getting a stretch, and it built up the strength over time. You guys can do the same thing. But sometimes you also have to listen to your body, like I am now. If stuff's getting a little sore, that's not the movement for that week. That's all there is to it. I'm going to get set up for something. Not sure what. Yeah, maybe some, probably go to the bands. Try to go a little heavier on the bands. But I'm going to get set up for that. See you in a second. All right. Do some band work. Yeah, it's, I wanted to try to go heavier today. But, I got to listen to, like, I can't risk getting hurt or something like that. And, I was planning on going lighter these couple weeks anyway, so we'll see. But yeah, and you can still get, they all work. Heavy, lower rep, lighter, higher rep. It all works. If you're in the lifting for, or not lifting, but fitness for like looks, like aesthetic wise, way more of that, in my opinion, has to deal with diet than even exercising. Don't get me wrong, you have to exercise, but maybe we'll get into that tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a little diet talk tomorrow or something about why everybody, because I do believe everybody should lift weights or do some resistance training in some way, even if your only goal is to drop fat, you know. But I'm gonna get into some bands. I'm still gonna get a good back workout in. I'm still gonna be pumped. I'm still gonna be sore tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. Just a little hit to the ego, that's all. And nothing's wrong with that. Yeah, just go for as many reps as I can. You know, I think I'm gonna adjust this a little bit, but I'm not gonna. Just deal with the shaking. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna keep repping out with the bands. And I might drop the single arm. See how that goes. I was debating on doing single arm rows. You know what? I should do some raises, some rear delt raises, because I realized I forgot to do the lateral raises yesterday. So I should do some rear delt raises today. Because I was gonna, since I'm losing the shoulder day, the just a dedicated shoulder day, I'm splitting the two main shoulder workouts I do between other days. So like chest, I was gonna do lateral raises. Back, I was gonna do rear delt raises. So I should throw some of those in, just light at the end, because they're already going to be doing what I'm doing right now is hitting my rear delts. But, you know, I should do a lighter weight dedicated just to that. All right, back to it. Yeah, that was really starting to burn in a good way. And I know that was not perfect form, perfect technique. With rows, I try to, with these kind anyway, I try to let my back stretch out and then explosively kind of pull back. You know, these are the heaviest bands that I have. They're not that heavy. I'm not saying it to be like, woo, but they're the heaviest ones that I have. So they do get hard. Depending on how far away I am, they get hard in that back a little bit. So it is kind of explosive to contract the muscles and then let it stretch back out. So I'm gonna do a few more of those. I might just do these and then some rear delt raises just to cap it off. But that's something is like, really, with back, if I wanted to, I could just do 2 movements and hit like pull-ups, smoke my back. So I start with those and they hit everything, I feel like. And for the most part, everything. So you do a pull-up where you're pulling down, and then a rowing motion. I could probably do pull-ups and these, and my back, I'll make progress. Make gains. I'll make progress. Fine, you know. So there's something in me that likes free weights. I don't know if it's the ego or like the old school part of me. The reason I like lifting like this and like lifting alone, I don't know if it's that old school, like just, you know, doing rows and with free weights, but I like doing them. That's why I do them. I think I'm going to lighten it up just a little bit. All right. That's it for those. I might do one more thing. Let's see, where am I going to be? You know what? I'm going to figure it out. You guys don't got to see. I'm going to do one more thing, maybe two. See that? And we're back. I wanted to do some single arm back stuff. So I'm going to do one arm pull downs or one arm rows. You'll see with the band. These I focus on the stretch. It's almost the same thing as with two, but you'll see. Really let it stretch out. Feel that lat stretch out. Let's jump back and forth. Doesn't take a lot. Now I'll get set up. Just a few. Forgot you can't see me. Just a few rear delt raises. I'm gonna get set up for that, and I'll see you. I noticed this video is a little longer. It's for two reasons. One, I didn't skip as much. But two, it's Saturday. I don't have to worry about getting to work. So. All right. Take a minute rest. Probably just do two more of those, and that'll be it. And I can hear the kids waking up, so that's what my time limit is on the weekends. Because, I mean, I probably still could, but like make these videos with them awake, but it'd be loud. You'd hear the little feet, and every so often, Daddy. It is what it is, though, man. I do need better lighting, I feel like. Because I have like one light here, one light there, nothing back there. So like I step up, just dark. So that'll be the next thing we work on. If I keep going, you know, like, I probably am, to be honest. I'm just, at this point, you guys are like my workout partners. So I just got to watch, you know, not wanting to do extra just for the camera. Like today, like there was part of me was like, dude, you got to like push through it and do some heavier rows. And for what? For, you know, the whole reason for me starting this was to show you guys what I do and what works for me, because I think it's a little different than 90% of the videos you see people putting up, you know. I'm going to adjust the camera a little bit. All right. Back feels pumped. Joints hurt. But it's time for douchey pose time. I have nowhere to put the mic now, so I'm going to put it down, do a couple poses, flexing, whatever. They're the best that I can do because I'm not a professional. That's it. You know, wasn't what I wanted to do today, but I think I still got a pretty good workout in, or I know I did. And tomorrow, I'm gonna do legs, maybe some more talk, maybe another video about diet, or maybe I'll do that today. I don't know, but we'll see. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the videos. It helps keep me going. Trust me. I could use all the motivation I can get. Please comment anything you want to, any suggestions, or even just to say keep doing it, man, or whatever. Like,